One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, treylow podcast. Yeah, it's treylow podcast. Another episode. About 33, 34 episodes in, because I'll be BSing on this podcast. Hip-hop podcast, whatever. What's been going on? Well, I missed last week's podcast, so I gotta try to get on my hustle, man. Do this one. Treylow podcast, DJ Treylow. If you want the information about me, go on my YouTube. Just punch in DMYERS 45. And that's my YouTube channel. Plenty of videos up there. If you want my books, go on Amazon. My real government name, I guess, is David Patrick Myers. So if you look up that as an author, or just punch it in on Google, you can find some of my books, like the Green Filter Collection, or Pavilion Vortex, or the Rectangulars, or Years to Revenge. So that's a little information about me. If you're just logging into the podcast, you don't know who the hell you listening to. Anyways, man, it's May 15th, 2021. Last year was jacked. This year's getting a little bit better, but it's still jacked. You know, all this virus stuff going on in the news. Racial tensions with the police, all this crap. So that's what's been going on at this time. If somebody listens to this like 20 years from now, I'll be like, yeah, it's the same things going on with me right now, you know? So I'm just over here trolling a little bit. You know how it is, man. That's all you do for social media now, is do a little trolling. You know, trying to figure out stuff. Anyways, man, oh, okay. Okay, I need to stop trolling, stop looking at this shit. That's weird. That's really weird, man. You know how, like, you be having people on Facebook or Instagram, and they be posting like 6, 7 posts a day, and then all of a sudden you just like, this person just disappeared. And then you start thinking, well, did I say something jacked up? Did they block me? Or did they shut their Facebook down? So that's the answer that Facebook needs to come up with. Like, some people just, go through a time where they want to, get away from social media, so they just shut it down. So they should, put that on Facebook to where, if that person is, just shut off their Facebook, or they just blocked you. Because a lot of times people, I'm kind of clueless on this whole blocking thing, because I don't block anybody. So I really don't understand why people block in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why give somebody the power over you? To me, that's like giving somebody power, saying, you have so much impact in my life that I have to block you out of my life. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. I don't care what you say to me. You can sit up here and comment on my page and say all kinds of crazy, weird stuff. I'm not going to block you, because I'm not going to give you that power over me. See what I'm saying? I'll just be like, whatever, and ignore you. Maybe not pay attention to you, but I'm not going to block you. So I just don't understand why some people just be like, I'm going to block this person or block that person. Or, I'm not going to let them see my post But Facebook is a weird thing because like everybody, sometimes people take like, I just, with social media, like they take the comments like you're directly talking about them, which I'm not, you know, or, I'm firing shots off at them, which I'm not, usually when I'm on there, I'm just saying random stupid stuff. And, people, whoever, that's why I always say, man, if you in a relationship or you talking to a chick or whatever, don't have her on your Facebook, man. Because she's like trolling all your posts and updates and, taking stuff out of context and applying it to herself like you're talking about her and you're not. So basically all you got to do on Facebook is have a bunch of total strangers that you don't talk to. And then, flirt around with a little bit, but you never see them, like with the chicks or whatever. So that's the only way you can do Facebook. So it's kind of stupid. Anyways, I don't like how these phones, man, like hypnotize. It's not really Facebook, but these phones just like hypnotize your mind, put you in a state of hypnotism. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've caught myself, scrolling my phone every minute when there's nothing to be looking at. And then I'm like, what am I doing? I'm hypnotized. It's kind of like, you're so, it's like an action you're doing that you're not even aware of, man. It's scary, man. That's why I try to like stay away from my phone for like at least 2 hours a day. Just go put it in another room and try to forget about it, because these phones are something else, man. I mean, you can't even really like watch an entire movie now. I'm serious, man. Go sit down and try to watch a 2-hour movie with the phone in your hand or in your pocket or close by. I guarantee you within 30 minutes or if the movie's got action going on, but then it gets to a scene where it's really just boring, I guarantee you're going to pick up that phone and scroll it. And it's going to be either. And if you can't find nobody sending you no text messages or nobody calling you or no voicemails, what you going to do next? You're going to get on your social media, Facebook, and be nosy and try to look at what everybody else is posting. You know what's crazy about this shit, though? There's like there's people that get on Facebook. They're called like trollers or nosy people. They never post. But, they want to get on there and see what everybody else is saying. Which is, to me, that's kind of fake. That's kind of corny because it's like, that's kind of like you taking advantage of a system that the whole point of the system is to get on and post stuff every now and then, and then other people can come in and see what you posted, being nosy and stuff. That's the whole point of the whole website. If you're not gonna post anything and you're just going on there, being nosy and trolling people and let's see what this person says or that person says, so you don't even comment, but you're over there watching the whole time, spying on people. Well, then don't even use a website. Because that's stupid for people to do that, man. Don't even log on. You know what I'm saying? Because you doing the same thing by not saying nothing. You're doing the same thing that other people are not doing, and that's just being nosy and messy. That's the only. You can say, I don't do social media, but you have a Facebook page. You're logging on and you spying on other people all day. Fake people, man. Come on, man. I mean, that's the whole point of Facebook, to kill some time, be nosy, be bored. You know what I'm saying? Look at strangers posting stuff. Anyways, man. Hip hop podcast. I don't even know why I say hip hop. I'm over here always talking about other crap. It's almost the summertime. It's almost the summertime. So, when summertime comes, what does that mean? That means vacation time, fishing time, beach time, surfing time, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's all the good stuff. Swimming time, whatever. So anyways, Last month, they had two big time. No, three. Well, no, I wouldn't say big time. Big Black Rob just had like one song called "Whoa." It was like a one hit wonder. But two big time artists and one average. I mean, medium time. He's still good, but DMX died at 50 from a drug overdose, and then Shock G died. Nobody really cares too much about Shock G. Kind of like, I would put him kind of like close to the category of Black Rob, because Digital Underground, when you talk about Digital Underground, everybody don't know anything but that one song, The Humpty Dance. He died, and he put out like, I don't know how many. Let's see how many albums Digital Underground released. Digital Underground. It formed in Tampa Bay and New York cities. I always wondered how many people were in the group, because I know Shock G was like the main one. Greg Jacobs, and he was also Humpty Hump. Shock G. Okay, Jimmy, Chopmaster J. Dwight, and Tampa hip hop radio DJ Kenny K. Waters. So 3 people. And, the 2 songs that they're famous for, the Humpty Dance and Do What You Like. So only 3 people in the group. Oh, no. Shock G, Money B, Chopmaster J, and DJ Fuse. And Chopmaster J was the producer and drummer. Money B was a rapper. Shock G was a rapper. And DJ Fuse, of course, was like, I don't think he rapped. I think he just did the beats. So I always thought Digital Underground had a whole bunch of people in there. That's what, oh, here we go, past members. Oh, there is a shitload of past members. I'm sorry. Jeremy DJ Jackson, Tupac was in there, I know. He was like a roadie. DJ New Styles, Cletus Mac, Two Fly Eli, Randy Brooks, Michael Webster, Ken Racker, Nazim Malongo, Schmoovy Schmoove, Raymond Pee Wee Golden, Saphir. Hold on, Saphir? His name is Reggie Gibson. And he was a dancer for Digital Underground. Razzle, Dazzle, Inso Chill, Bink, Young Moss, Kenny K, Tracy Ellington, Osea Savage, Metaphysical, Numbskull, Mac Eminem, Stretch. This American rapper working in Live Squad. Oh, he was in, Stretch was in the Juice movie. And he was in Naughty by Nature, the group. Anyway, Stretch and Tretch. Majesty, Kalo, Dialect. So basically, I'm just saying, there's like somewhere around 25 members in Digital Underground. But the main ones are Shock G, Money B, Chopmaster J, and DJ Fuse. The other ones don't even have a Wikipedia. There's only like 1, 2, 3, 4 members that actually have a information you can look up. So it basically was like all these people just hanging out together and doing songs, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Doing concerts, like 20 of them. And then they did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 albums, 2 EPs, 3 soundtracks, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 compilation albums. So, and let's see if they went peak position. Sex Pack could Do What You Like. Humpty Dance in the U.S. was number 11 on the charts. on the rap or on the U. It was on actually on this U.S. charts. Humpty Dance, same song, was on the dancing radio number 15 spot. Kiss Your Back, Sons of the P, was 40. So all around the world, same song. Anyways, man, only like 6 albums. And a shitload of people in that group. Nobody you really know. People just hanging out or whatever. So he died at 57, and nobody knows. I don't think they got any information. I think he had kidney failure or something like that. Let's see here. Found dead in Tampa, Florida hotel room. They still haven't put out no information on how he died. Shock G. So who knows? Anyways, man. Him and DMX died last month. Okay. That's the big news for hip hop. So, let's see here. Since I was like BSing last week. Okay, on April 23rd, Lil Mosey was charged with second-degree rape. The same day, Kalani came out as a lesbian. So Lil Mosey got second-degree rape April 23rd. April 24th and 25th, DMX celebration of life and funeral took place. Now, like I was saying about Shock G and Black Rob, both those were like, kind of like one-hit wonder guys. Shock G with the Humpty Dance, Black Rob with the Whoa song. So they weren't as big as DMX. I'm talking about DMX, he did, 2 triple platinum. I think he almost like every album he made was like platinum hits on it, and then on top of it, he did a whole bunch of movies. So he was a little bit bigger status when he passed away. So, they didn't get as much recognition because they weren't that big and large, but they're still hip hop. So on April 24th, DMX did a celebration, funeral took place, tributes, testimony, memorials, and a performance from Kanye West Sunday Service Choir. Kanye West got a Sunday Service Choir? Huh. Oh, it's a hip-hop group or American gospel group led by rapper-producer Kanye West. Okay, so he has his own little choir. And he made Jesus is King album. Jesus is Born. I never even knew Kanye West had a choir. So I guess, he has West collaborated with Pastor Joel Osteen on November 17, 2019. And although these tickets were free for this event as well, those who obtained tickets began to sell them online for $500. So just to go see his little choir, even though they say it's free, you still had to pay $500 at Joel Osteen's church. John Christ was suspected of sexual misconduct. He's a Christian comedian. And they were going to do an event called Strength to Stand Conference, located in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee on November 21st, 2019. But, West's performance was added after. Okay, Chris' performance was canceled, so he has nothing to do with the group. John Chris was suspected of sexual misconduct. Damn, he's got a lot of people in his choir. This is like, damn. It's like a freaking whole business corporation or something in his choir. Over 50 people at least. So anyways, Kanye West has a Sunday service choir. If he's into the gospel thing, which I didn't know. So that's new information for you if you listen to podcasts. Okay, Kodak Black on April 28th pled guilty in South Carolina to assault and received 18 months of probation. He's always getting in trouble, man. These are, what is it? I think Trump gave him a pass last year before he got out of office, or let him go, and then he gets in trouble again. I don't know. April 30th, Jack Harlow was involved in a shootout in Kentucky. He fled the scene without any injury. I don't even know who that rapper is. Jake Harlow. I've never heard any of his music. Oh, he's a white dude. And he signed with Don Cannon and DJ Drama. His debut. I always say debut album was That's What They All Say. He's only 23 years old. So he's born in 1998, March. He's a Pisces. Can't stand Pisces. March 13th. Nah, they all right. Every sign's all right. I love them all. I was saying the last podcast, I said, man, horoscopes are like legalized racism. You can't say something about somebody from the color of their skin, but you can put them in a category if they have a horoscope sign. It's just crazy. It's ass right backwards. Just the way society is. Okay, so this is May 2nd. Quando Rondo and his crew was involved in a nighttime shooting. Never heard none of his music. NLE Chopper and crew were involved in a fight on May 3rd in Santa Monica, California. I know NLE Chopper. I've heard some of his stuff. They're the sing rappers, the new rappers. I'm just gonna smoke my weed. You know, the singing all the time while they're rapping. You know, the new swag with these new kids, that's all they do is sing all the time. I'm like, I don't care for R&B with my rap. I want rhymes. I don't want singing. I don't want no auto-tunes every 5 minutes. But that's what people like. Okay. Upcoming releases. Young Nudi's going to drop Dr. Evil on the 18th. It's the 15th today. So that might be pretty good. Benny the Butcher, Caskey, and Young M.A. are dropping on the 21st. DMX is dropping on the 28th. Exodus. Must be a collection of his last works or something. And then, to be announced, Drake's supposed to drop Certified Lover Boy. Dojo Cat, Little Got It, Sky Master Slump God. All in May, if it happens. I don't know if it's going to happen. Let me get some water here. I'm always talking forever and nothing to drink. So, I heard the other day, man, somebody post something about these men need to go and take therapy instead they start a podcast. So is that what podcasts are? Like therapy for dudes? That's what I'm trying to find out. Because most of my podcasts, I'm just giving you updates on hip hop, or I do give my little 2 cents on, opinions on stuff, but I don't really get into the whole therapy thing. But I understand what they're saying, because I listen to some of these comedian podcasts or something, and they always talking about their family problems, or problems with their dad, or or problems with their depression. I'm like, what the hell, man? So I guess maybe there is some truth to that podcasts are therapy for people that don't want to go to a therapist. Not for me. I just get on here and talk about stupid stuff, hip hop stuff. So I just thought I would add that in here in this podcast. Let's see here. That's it for hip hop, really. There's really not too much going on this year, 2021. Everybody's trying to detox, and everybody's trying to just get over the whole craziness that's going on in 2020 with this virus crap, and everybody's just trying to just chill out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's nervous, paranoid. I'm like, stuff is not even geared up yet. It's starting to gear up, but it's gonna be a while before everything starts gearing up and going back to normal again, So, what was I going to talk about? 24 minutes in. Oh, damn, I'm almost at the end of this podcast, because I usually only rant and rave for about 30 minutes. and then I'll be done. Um, Local news. You want to hear something about local news? Everybody wants to. Sometimes I want to give my little opinion on what's going on in Austin, Texas. That's where this podcast is coming out of. And it's all about the mask now. You know, who can wear a mask, who cannot. If you're fully vaccinated, you can wear your mask, take it off, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then they got a list of stores that are going to make you still wear their mask when you go in. So Target, Home Depot, and Kroger
mask requirements
keep mask mandates in place. So if you go into Target, Home Depot, and Kroger, you're going to have to wear your mask. Even though CDC are saying, yeah, you can take it off now if you're fully vaccinated. Oh, Starbucks, Target, CVS, Kroger, Walt Disney, Home Depot, all these other stores that I don't even know. Costco, Publix. Publix is like a store that's not even in Texas, really. You know, that's like more like if you go toward Florida and stuff like that, that's the grocery stores out there. So, you know, that's something I could talk about on another podcast. It's like the stores in certain areas of the country. Walmart's everywhere. So Walmart said Friday it will allow fully vaccinated customers at Walmart and Sam's Clubs to shop without a mask, although it may update the rules for certain areas of the store. It will also follow state and local mandates that require masks indoors will continue to enforce the rule. Walmart says fully vaccinated employees will be able to stop wearing masks on May 18th, but said workers have a choice to continuing to wear one if they want. Okay, let me tell you something. They're coming out with these fake cards, man. I already heard about it, man. You know, these cards are saying you got your full vaccination. You know, they're already bootlegging those. Like people that don't want to get the shot go online and buy like a card that says they've been fully vaccinated. So now they're going to have to make cards that are not like, you know, easily duplicated, like money and shit. This is ridiculous, man. How are you going to know somebody fully vaccinated? He can say, I'm fully vaccinated, and he's not, and then have a fake card, and then he's walking around Walmart without a mask on. It just doesn't make any sense, man. Let's just keep the mask on until this stuff is fully done. There's no trace of it anywhere. Because there's no way of knowing, like, who's vaccinated, who's not, who doesn't want to get the vaccination, whatever, man. So this is kind of like a test run to me. Like, we're going to see if the cases pop up real high, so take your mask off. I don't know. I don't know what the point of this is. Anyways, the local news. That's what's going on in the world right now. It's been raining a lot. You know, it's May rain. So it hasn't really got hot yet, which is kind of crazy because we're getting close to June. It's still kind of cold outside. So there's nothing really local exciting. Looking for missing endangered. Police are looking for a missing woman. Austin Fire Department puts out campfire near Lake Birdie Lake. We used to call it Town Lake. If you don't know nothing about Austin, we used to call it Town Lake, okay? And they started saying, well, we got to name the lake after Lady Bird. So now it's Lady Bird Lake. So, anyways, it's still like 80 some degrees. Daily rain chance. There's a lot of rain coming in. UT's keeping their mask policy in place. And that's all that's going on locally. And it's, like I said, it's May 15th, 2021. So whoever hears this podcast, maybe 20-something years from now. I've been making beats. I'm doing my beats now. You know. And I've been noticing some weird stuff. Like, you know, this thing called beat per minute. You know, which is basically like your little metronome going tick, 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 tick. The speed of your song. But here's the thing that throws me for a loop. If you compress your snares and your kicks into smaller bars, your tempo, your song's going to increase, but your beat per minute's going to stay the same. Versus if you stretch them out more, it's going to be a slower tempo, but your beat per minute's still going to be the same. So you have 130 beat per minute, and you could stretch out your kicks and your snares like doom doom, tsh, doom doom, tsh, stretch them out, and you're still going to have the same beat per minute is doom doom tsh, doom doom tsh, doom doom tsh, doom doom tsh. Even though you're doing 4 of the same cycle for 2 versus 2. So that's really kind of different, man. I never really paid attention to it till like last week when I was making some beats where it's like, oh, okay, beat per minute is not really the tempo of the song, because the tempo of the song can be sped up or slowed down just by, the increase of your kicks and your snares, and it'll still be the same beat per minute. So it's pretty little cool production thing that you can get your knowledge wrapped around, besides all the other knowledge I gave y'all about Digital Underground and DMX and Black Rob and what's been going on in hip-hop. That's it. DJ Treylow podcast. I'm about to sign off this week. Sign off. I might be doing some more guests coming up next couple weeks. Probably be on vacation. SRT might hop on here and do little questions and Q&As on when his next work's coming out. He's been not putting out any songs in a while. And I might see Candy Blue. I don't know what he's been up to. And that's about it. We can go on vacation or something like that. Do another podcast. All right, y'all, take care. Stay tuned. Treylow podcast. I know you probably don't care. Nobody listens to this crap anyways. But, hey, DJ Treylow, man. If you want to give it a beat for some beats, djtreylow@gmail.com. And I told you how to get my books. I told you my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. And doing the podcast still. And that's about it. All right, I'll let y'all later.